setting out reading plans, your site location plan, where exactly the house is going to go. So you're going to be arriving in the field like this. So you need to look on your plan. You can find the measurements, a couple of reference points. Ours in this case would be the road. So you have the road here. There's a pillar here of this existing property. So you want to get a measurement from here off your plan for where your house is. Here we have our road here. Our house is here. So for us to set out in a new bare field, it'd be useful. You can measure from the road. So you put a parallel along a line here, along here, which is this point. You go to here, which is roughly, you scale it. Just use your ruler, just from there to there. That's giving us about 31.5 meters. So you measure up here 31.5 meters. Draw a parallel line along the front of your house. Measure from the corner of your house to the wall there is roughly about 6.5. So you have 6.5 meters from this point to here. So that's going to be this corner of this house. You'd also want to take a measurement to the back of your house. So you draw a parallel line across here, which is about there. A measure across, and we've got 6. So we now have these 2 points. So you can set the house out off these 2 points. At this stage, it's also good to as well measure from here to this boundary. You scale it as well. It's a 1 to 500 scale. That's giving us 12, which works out at 6 meters. Our house is 15 meters long, so 6 and 6.5 is 12.5 plus 15 is 27.5. So just to be sure, measure the width of your site, which is given 27.5. So about here somewhere. So now that we'll have these measurements, you'll be measuring from here, your road, to this point. You measure up 31.5 meters, which will roughly be about here. Come out to 6.5, put a steel pin hammered into the ground, hammer it in here. You'll measure down your 9 meters our house is, put a pin here, measure out 6, put the pin, and then you can set out your house square off that. And that's what you do in a bare field when you're trying to find points. And that's what you do in a bare field when you're trying to find reference points. So we have a couple of points. We have this point here, 31.5 meters is here. Measure in your 6.5. Measure down the distance of your house 9 meters and 6 meters here, put a pin, and then from there you can then square your house out. You would do this main square first, and then you'd square this off it. And that's how you would find how to set a house out in the middle of a field. But always add up your measurements. This measurement, and this, to see what the total is, to make sure they add up. So you'd add this, this, and this, just to make sure. But again, a plan of this size could be a meter out with lines. It's such a big scale. That's it. Thanks.